Your buddy back again and blessed again, and because I'm blessed again, I'm back again. Where's the Jag? Where's the Jag? Where's the Jag? Where is my Jag? I really like that car. It's a 1996 Jaguar XJ6. You can go check out my other videos on that. Bought it probably like 2 years ago from an older gentleman when I was in Columbus, Georgia. Um, and I was getting it not only because it was a good vehicle, but because of investing. Investing. If you know what you're doing, you can get things at a lower cost. You can pretty much drive a vehicle for free and then flip it. And I was able to get that vehicle at a very, very good deal. And 2 years later, I'm going to be able to sell it for more than what I paid for it. Even with the work that I have had to do to it. But nothing major. I had to do a starter to it. We redid the back shocks. I may redo the front shocks. I got to check it out right now. But currently the Jag, if y'all don't know, it's in the shop. I was coming home one day from Walmart and it just turned off. It just turned off. It just stopped. I tried to crank it, would not crank. I checked it, still couldn't get it to crank. I mean, I checked out some things that could have possibly been wrong with it, still could not get it to crank. Um, Waited the next day, waited a few more days, it still would not crank. I was thinking that it was the fuel pump, and so eventually I put it in the shop, took it to a mechanic that specializes in it, and those vehicles, foreign vehicles, Jaguars, stuff like that. And that's where it currently is. What's the problem with it? Well, my fuel lines, however it happened, I don't know. Maybe it was already like that. Maybe it was from some prior work that I had done and they messed it up. The fuel lines have a kink in it, like they're bent, and so the fuel was not flowing to the vehicle properly, which makes sense because I would have some issues at time, and I thought it was just a fuel pump, and I was eventually going to get it replaced or whatnot. But that's what they told me, and this was like I want to say like a month ago, maybe like a month ago, because I dropped it off. Or I had it towed and dropped it off that way to the shop when I thought I was going to be closing on the property. We haven't closed on the property yet because it's just been, whoo, it's been some crazy stuff. I got to do a whole separate video just to cover all the crazy stuff that's been going on. But everything is out the way. We're only waiting for one more thing, and that is a final appraisal. And that should happen this week. Should happen this week. But we should have been done with this property, moving on to the next property. Um, but I don't even know if they're done with the vehicle yet because there's no reason for me to call because I'm not gonna, pay them the money until I get the check from the real estate. That's a company car and everything. I could do it, but it's like no, might as well just wait. That was the purpose of putting it in the shop around a time where I thought that we would be closing on the property. But they're also supposed to be fixing some other things, sunroof. But they said, hey, let's go ahead and get this situated first, and then we'll go from there. I called them today, but I called a little bit late just to get an update, and they were closed. So I don't know if they got the part in or not. They said they had to order it, they had to find it because of it being the year and everything. So, yeah, they were supposed to call me. Maybe they did and I missed it. I don't know. The number didn't pop up. Maybe they called me from a number I didn't know and I didn't answer it. We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow. But once it gets out, the shop is going straight back to the shop. It's going straight in the paint. We're gonna get that black paint looking the way that it's supposed to look. Then we're We'll probably order some feet for it, and we're gonna go ahead and get that guy ready, or girl, however you want to say it. Get it ready for sale. And then the current vehicle that we're in, what we call the Beater Mazda 626, it has a little bit over 91,000 miles. We got a little work to do to this. I want to put some new brakes all the way around. I may put some new tires all the way around. I need some shocks and struts, little maintenance stuff, windshield wipers, a good cleaning, and then we're gonna get this one ready for the market also. Yeah, we don't hold on. We don't hold on them for too long. We don't get attached to them too long. If nobody buys the Jaguar, I'm not mad because that's the company vehicle that I drive. Eventually, it will sell because it's a solid car. I really don't want to get rid of it, but the longer I keep it, then the more little stuff I do to it. Obviously, the price will reflect that. So that's where we're at with that. Obviously, we got the van and everything. We got to do some work to that. I may make that the company van. Going to pick up stuff, and then get another company vehicle for our vice president, which I know who that is. I haven't decided yet, but we are going to be getting back into cars, and we're going to be using that income to help offset some of these costs with real estate and some of the costs of running the nonprofit. Right now I'm in Walmart and about to go ahead and get a few things. I just want to drop this video on y'all to give y'all an update. So the next one you probably see on the Jag should be picking it up and they're going straight to the paint shop. Unless I decide to paint it myself, but I just don't really I have the time, but I don't want to take that time to do that unless the circumstances are just right. One of the reasons for that is I'm kind of off my schedule with the next property. The reason for that is because the first property is supposed to be done, but some things that was completely out of our control came up and it's pushed it back. Right now we're supposed to be, I would say, halfway through with the second property. But hey, it is what it is. But it does give us time to get some things in motion and whatnot. So I don't take it as a loss. I just take it as a lesson. Take it as a lesson of patience and everything. And we're gonna keep on pushing forward. So about to go ahead and get a few things. Just want to give y'all an update. I'm out.